everybody. It's Kevin Davidson, your host for Kevin's Korner, real estate from a marketing perspective. And yes, it is Friday, another Friday in January. This is episode 120. Yes, I've been doing this for getting close to 3 years now. This is my second episode for the new year, 2026. So I want to thank everybody that's subscribed and followed me and watched all of my special guests that I've had over the last 2.5, 3 years. Today we're going to talk to, last week we talked to a real estate agent and attorney, but we didn't talk about real estate, really. We talked about politics. Today we're going to talk about real estate. I have this is my new friend, Nathanlyn Fisher. I met her probably, I don't know,
a few months ago.
November-ish or something last year. She showed up at one of my parties and goes, "Where's my free stuff?" And I heard you give away stuff. I want free stuff. And
wasn't quite like that.
I know. I'm just joking.
Something like that.
Yeah. But so I got to know her a little bit at the event and told her about all the things and the ways I can help her. And she said, "You know what? Let's get together and be friends." So that's what we did. But I always like to start my podcast off with saying that I could not do this podcast if it wasn't for my team. Jennifer Smitis, the area president, Mike Schneider, the sales manager, Caitlin Cornig, Devin, Van Wynn, my escrow officers here in the Sugar Land office, and Gracie Lagos and Melissa Caruso, the escrow officers in the Richmond office, and everybody else that works with us in both of those offices. I wouldn't have the podcast if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you. And if you are a real estate agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area, and you want to be on the podcast, you follow me, you think it would be good PR for you, I'd love to have you on the podcast. Give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. Now that all the advertising and the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, let's talk to this young lady right here. Like I said, this is Nathanlyn Fisher. She's with EXP. She's a real estate agent. She's a buyer's agent. She helps you with anything, but she works primarily with buyers. But I'm going to let her introduce herself. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
So I am Nathanlyn Fisher of the Nathanlyn Joyce Realty Group. I am back in real estate. I've been in real estate almost 15 years. I was actually a realtor for about 3 years, and then I went into new home construction for 10 years. So I just made my transition back to the real estate side, and I'm excited about that.
So what were you doing before you got into real estate in any aspect? Yeah.
So I was in oil and gas. So I was in
Really?
accounting and finance in oil and gas. Yes.
You know, there's two industries that I hear a lot that come from somewhere to real estate.
Mm-hmm.
It's teaching and oil and gas.
Yeah, I made a complete career change. I actually, when I was in the oil and gas, I became an agent, and they didn't know it, but I was doing real estate like on the side part-time. And I learned very early on there's no such thing as part-time real estate. Either you're going to be all in or you're going to not do it. And I said, I'm gonna go all in. So after my first year, I walked away from corporate America and oil and gas and haven't looked back.
And was it the right decision?
It was the best decision.
Yes, of course.
It was the best decision.
And so tell everybody, you said that you were into new construction and now you're back into resale. Yes. Tell everybody the difference between new construction and resale, not necessarily from one's brand new and one's used, but the business side of it.
So the business side of it is, one, know that new construction is a business. Okay? They are in the business of selling homes. When I was on that side, I worked for them. I work for the seller, for the builder, and I love working with buyers. All the time that you say, "Nathan, you work for us." So, and I have to keep reminding myself, that's right, I do work for them. So when I was on the new construction side, you know, I worked for the seller, I worked for the builder. So everything I did was in the best interest of the builder, not the buyer. As much as I tried, you know, that's just how it is. That's just the nature of the business, because it is a business. And so as a realtor, and because my passion is to educate, and I'm a true buyer's advocate, I'm a true advocate for home ownership, I felt that the best way that I can help everyone is if I stepped away from new construction and actually get back into real estate. That's where my true heart was.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And you said something that I noticed. As a new build, working for the new build or the new construction, it was in the best interest of the builder. Now it's in the best interest of your client, of the buyers.
Exactly.
Yep.
So when I say that I'm an advocate for buyers, that means, hey, I will sell a new construction home all day, but I have a more broader reach. When I was in new construction, my friends, family, or people who knew that I was in real estate would always refer people to me. And I was like, well, unless they're willing to buy these particular homes in this particular neighborhood with this particular builder, I can't do anything for them.
Right.
So as a real estate agent, I can show my clients all options, different builders, different neighborhoods, different areas, even resale. So I have a broader reach that I can better
You have more
assist.
for your clients to choose from.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I can, I help them find the home that's best for them, not what's best for this
Exactly.
business.
And the one thing that I didn't hear you mention was when you were working for the builder, you were working for them.
That's right.
Right now, you're
I
working
work
for
for
yourself.
you. Well,
them
yes,
and
I
your own
definitely work
boss.
for myself.
Yeah. You're the boss.
I'm the boss,
Yeah.
so I don't have to, take things up the chain to get things done. I just get it done on my own.
Yeah, I mean, you're the boss. You're the
Yeah.
CEO, the
Exactly.
CFO, the
Exactly.
marketing person. That's the other side of this.
That's the other side
Okay,
of this.
which means you are responsible for generating your own leads. You're responsible for making your own clients happy.
Exactly.
You're responsible for marketing your company, for paying for your company, for
Yeah,
everything.
Everything. And that, to me, that's the bigger reward. In new construction, a lot of people think, oh, you just sit in a cute model home and be pretty, and people come in, but they don't know the back end of it. I mean, we worked hard, lots of nights and time away from our families. We worked every weekend, we worked every holiday, and I felt that if I'm going to just really go in and break my back for anybody, it's going to be for
you,
myself and
exactly.
for my family. So
Yeah.
that's the most rewarding part, is that I do this for me and my family, but I really do it for my buyers. When I'm giving them the keys to their home, and I know that I was a part of that process from day one to closing, and even afterwards, because it doesn't end at closing. I'm still there for them after closing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been in real estate for a while now, and you've worked on two different sides of the coin as far as selling and buying goes. Tell everybody, the purpose of this podcast is for everybody to get to know Nathanlyn, okay? So if I'm out there and I am considering buying a house, or I need to sell my house and I don't know anybody to call or talk to, how does an initial phone call conversation go with you if someone calls you for the very first time, you never met them, and they say, hey, I saw your TikTok, I saw your social media, I found you on the internet, Kevin referred you, whatever. The first conversation, how does it go?
Well, first, I'm going to thank them for even reaching out to me, because they could have chosen any other realtor.
They could have.
So the fact that they took a moment and they took their time to call me, I'm going to always start with, well, thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate it. And then I kind of dig on the surface to just see exactly what it is about the video, the video that they may have seen that prompted them to call me. Was it something that they liked? Was it something that I said? Or did I say something that triggered them to make them call me? Or even if they were, referred to me, how did that conversation come about? And then I just have a very light conversation. I don't make it too heavy, because I want them to be comfortable. And then my next step, I'm a face-to-face person. I like for you to put I like for you to put my face with my name. We gotta meet. We're gonna go sit, have coffee or something, and then I'm gonna ask you about your goals. Like, what is it that you're looking for? Like, what's going on in your life now that's making you want to make a transition to a home? I do specialize in first-time home buyers. I love holding their hand through the process, because a big part of what I do on the Nathanlyn Joyce Realty Group is educate. Okay, I like to educate buyers on the process, because buying a first home can be very intimidating, very scary, and just, it's almost like a non-swimmer jumping into the deepest end of the pool and you're saying, swim.
When real quick story, and I'll let you get back to it.
Uh-huh.
When I bought the house that I'm in now, I've been in for over 20 years. This was back in 2004, and I only paid $94,000
Oh, wow.
for it.
Wow.
I was awake for 2 weeks after I bought that house because I was like, "How am I going to pay a $94,000 back?" But so yeah, it's the biggest thing you do financially.
Well, it's the biggest investment most people ever make, or that you will ever make in your life. I don't care if you're a millionaire. When you invest in real estate, that's a big investment. So first-time home buyers, or my buyers who are moving up, their family has grown, so now they need something bigger, or my buyers who are downsizing because their family has grown out of the home, and now they don't need the big home. And I have some buyers now who are relocating from another state here. So those are my buying pool, and these are the people that I love to help. Whether they're buying rental home or vacation home investment, I do it all. I help them buy.
So if somebody comes to you and says they want to buy a house, but they're not really financially ready, whether it be cash down or credit or whatever, do you have the vendor partners and the means to help them get on the road to being ready to purchase that house?
Absolutely. I have two amazing lenders on my team. And so this goes back to the first meet and greet that we have, okay? And we sit down and we discuss goals, and we discuss, where they are financially, because I'm not a licensed mortgage lender. I can only do so much, right? But I do get the conversation started. I listen to what they say. And surprisingly, most people are more prepared than they think that they are. Yes. So, they have it in their head based on what they hear, what someone's told them. And my advice, stop listening to family and friends. Talk to your real estate professional.
Don't ever listen to family and friends.
because their situation is not your situation,
Exactly.
right? I get that all the time. My family member got this deal and they got that. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's financial situation is different. And honestly, the deal that they have, you may end up getting something better, But before we get there, we definitely sit down and we discuss, credit, debt, how much money do you have saved? What is your time frame? You can want to buy a house, but maybe you saying, hey, I know I'm up for a job promotion in 2 or 3 months. I want to wait until I get that. Or, I'm almost done paying off my student loan. I want to wait until that's done. But we have a conversation, and then I introduce you to one of my lender partners. And that's when they do the deep dive. Okay?
Right.
So, yeah.
And something that we were talking about earlier, just so people understand, when they do a deep dive, is it better to be looking for houses if you're a buyer with a pre-qualification letter or a pre-approval letter?
Always pre-approval.
There
So
you go.
here's the difference in the pre-qualification. I can pre-qualify you by just having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, yes, Nathanlyn, my credit is this. I have this saved, and I've been on my job 10 years, or I own a business. And I can say, you're pre-qualified. A pre-approval, a lender's they're going to look into those finances. They're going to pull your credit, okay? And don't be afraid to let them do that, because you can shop around. People think, oh, my God, they're going to pull my credit. It's going to mess up my credit score. No, you are allowed to shop lenders. So it's always smart to get more than one.
Right.
But a pre-approval is when a lender has actually looked at your financials. When they've looked at your credit, they've verified job, they've verified income, they've seen your savings, and they say, yes, based on everything that we have seen, you can buy this house.
Yeah.
And also, it's gonna show you your buying power.
Exactly.
It's gonna show your buying power.
When you, as their agent, walks up to the seller's agent and says, "We'd like to look at this house, and by the way, she's already pre-approved for this amount."
It shows that you're serious.
Shows that you're serious. Yeah.
It shows that you're serious and not just looking. And with that being said, it allows me to find the best home for you. I have a buyer's a questionnaire that I send all of my potential buyers, and I let them know this is no commitment to use me, but I use this as a tool so that I can strategically and intentionally find the right home for you.
Right.
So, and like in that questionnaire, like this is where you tell me everything that you want in a house. If you say I want a pink roof, then I'm going to find you that house with a pink roof. But
Or paint it yourself.
exactly. But as far as areas, as far as any criterias or needs or wants that you want in your future home, that's what that questionnaire is about. But I don't put that into play until I have a pre-approval. So now I'm not wasting your time or my time, and we can go find that home. And when you find that home, I can present that pre-approval and say, this is a serious buyer. They're ready to go. Whether it's to a builder or a resale.
The resale, yeah. So let's switch gears just a little bit and talk about some marketing stuff, because this is a marketing podcast.
Yes.
So tell everybody up to this point, what have you done to promote your business?
Man, I have not recorded myself this much in my life.
It's because she just met me.
Well, I was, you pushed me to do more. Okay, I was, I'm not shy for a camera. I'll do videos, but first thing I did, because I believe in the power of social media. So first thing I did was create a social media page on the business side, like separate from my personal page. So I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram, I am on TikTok. On Facebook, it is Nathanlyn Joyce Realty Group. On TikTok and Instagram, it is Enjoy Realty Group, because my name was so long, it wouldn't all fit on there. So N as in Nathanlyn Joy Realty Group, and you will find me on there. And I post at least 3 times a day. I put tips on there. I do home tours. I'll ask questions, and then I listen to the feedback. One of the questions I put last week, because I'm always doing completed new construction inventory, I said, let me know if you guys would like to see resale, because there's some great resale inventory out there, and I think people just don't pay attention to them.
Right.
And so someone was like, yes, absolutely. So now you will be seeing some home tours of some nice resale homes in some very nice communities. I do community highlights, builder highlights. I highlight homes that are ready to go. I have a lot of friends in the industry in new home construction, so they'll give me a call and say, hey, Nathanlyn, I have some great homes. I want you to come out here and feature them. And I'm like, I'm there. I'm there.
What are some of the things that you're not doing right now that you plan on doing to market your business in the future?
So one thing that you and I had talked about, and thank you for this idea, is, I get questions all the time. People will come to me, they'll reach out to me one way or another, whether in person, in social media, call or text, and they just ask random questions. And while it may seem like a simple question to them, they're all good questions, and good questions that if you're thinking about this, other people are thinking about this too. So I'm going to make a list of all questions that I've ever heard from buyers or people who are in search of homes, whether it's down to the processing, to lending, to closing, to titles, to relocation. And I'm going to make sure that I have more tip videos that I can put
educational
out there.
videos.
Exactly. And another thing that I've started doing is once a month I host a buyer seminar.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's a hotel over there on my side of town, and I host it once a month. And I always have one of my lender partners there, so that I'm speaking as far as the process and, advocating for helping them buy a home and what to expect in the process. And then the lender is there to answer those money questions, those lending questions. And they even do the pre-approvals on site.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's 2 other things that she's working on right now. One, she'll have a Google My Business listing up within the next week or 2.
Yes. Yes.
And she's going to be doing a website soon.
Yes, yes. So
So
my website is under construction, so
there
that
you
is
go.
coming, and it's going to be some great things on that website. It's going to be my YouTube videos, because I do have a YouTube channel, and my marketing coach here is telling me exactly what to put on
Put on there,
YouTube.
yeah.
So that
So you're going to be able to look up homes on the MLS from your website.
exactly,
You're going to be able to find out how much your home's worth from your website.
exactly.
You're going to be able to get a hold of her
Directly
through the website.
through the website.
So her website's going to be a sales tool.
It is.
Not an informational tool.
Yes.
When it gets up and running.
Yes. So I'm excited about that. So that website is coming. So yes.
Tell everybody you're in the Houston area, but what areas do you operate, or is it? I know if someone calls you and says, "Help me sell my house in Pearland," you'll be there. But what do you primarily? What's your focus area?
And so my focus areas is anything south, Manville, Pearland. Let me see. So yeah, Manville, Pearland, Alvin, Rosharon, Iowa Colony, Missouri City, Sugarland, Stafford. All of that's south.
So
right?
basically, anything south of I-10.
Anything south. Now, I do west, Katy and Fulshire. Reason being is a big part of my career was in Katy
Okay.
when I was in a new home construction. And Katy is such a hot and popping area. Like, who doesn't love Katy?
It's been that way for a while.
And
Sooner or
so-
later, it's going to
and
cool
so,
off.
And so, especially with me working with relocation buyers, Katy is always a hot spot. Like I have buyers currently under contract building in Katy that are out of state. So, and I mean, Katy kind of has my heart too. So when it comes to West, it's definitely going to be your Katy and your Fulshire area. I don't do North. I don't do West as far as my marketing. However, if someone comes to me and they want a house way out north or way out west, I'm there.
Yeah, you'll handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then talking about everybody that comes to a real estate agent to buy or sell a house or to lease a house or to invest, they're going to eventually need some kind of real estate help that you don't provide, like an inspection, a survey, a title company, a roofing guy, whatever. Do you have relationships with those kinds of vendors that you can connect your buyers and sellers to?
Absolutely do. Especially from my years in new construction when it comes to inspectors. I mean, of course, when you're selling, so when you're buying with the builder, you close with their title company. But
Unfortunately,
yeah. So you have to close with the title, but you can use your own lender. Don't let them tell you that you can't, because you can.
Yeah.
You can use your own lender. Legally, you have the right to choose your own financial lending team. So I just wanted to put that out there.
We're working on that for title.
Yeah. So no, I do have resources. Absolutely. So I
Okay.
mean, hey, I'm like your one-stop shop, and trust me, if I can't, if I don't, I will find it.
Yeah.
But no,
She's got connections like me and other people that
Exactly.
can fill in wherever she doesn't have
exactly.
it.
But for the most part, I mean, if you come to me and if you need an inspector, third-party inspector, any kind of resource outside of what I can do, I usually have someone I can send you directly to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So as we're wrapping up the podcast today, is there anything that you haven't mentioned today, or what's one thing you'd like people to know about you that you haven't said yet that's important for your business?
Well, I think it's important that, people know that when you're choosing a real estate agent, it definitely has to be someone that you're comfortable with and that you trust. I do work on referrals. I have a lot of people that refer people to me. I get calls and text messages all the time saying, so-and-so sent me your number, and I'm always truly grateful for those that do refer their family or friends or coworkers to me, because that lets me know that I did something right with them, where they trust me to refer me out to their loved ones. So thank you for that, for those of you that do send people my way. And just know that As scary as real estate may seem, it's really not. It's really not.
Mhm.
And one thing I love to do that I pride myself on is I take on all of that fear for you. So anything that you're afraid of, there's nothing that I there's nothing that I can't do to help like remedy it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm here for. I mean, you're not supposed to know everything real estate because that's not
That's your job.
that's not what you do. That's what I do. So you bring it to me, you bring those worries, you bring those questions, and I'm gonna have answers and I'm gonna have some solutions for you. So
Well, the only way that they can ask you questions and get solutions is if they know how to get a hold of you.
yes. So my direct number is 713-870-6882. Now, you can also email me at Nathanlyn, that's NATHANLYN .Joyce at EXPRealty.com. But text me. Listen, that's the fastest way to get to me because I'm always on the go. I'm always on the move. I do answer my emails daily, but I may not get to them until a little later. So if you need to reach me right away, best way to reach me is to call or text me. Or you can always shoot me a DM or private message on Facebook, on TikTok, or on Instagram. And again, those handles are, if you're going to reach me on Facebook, it is Nathanlyn Joyce Realty Group on Facebook. Go ahead and follow me, and then follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at enjoyrealtygroup.com.
Give
No,
me-
not .com, just Enjoy Realty Group.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. And give me your phone number one more time.
713-870-6882. And I'm more than happy. You know, I like meeting people. So if you call me, we're probably going to have a coffee date somewhere to sit down face to face and just talk.
She don't take no for an answer. Awesome.
I keep it casual. I keep it fun. It is, trust me, you can just sit and we just talk. That's what it's about, talking.
Well, I want to thank you for being on the podcast.
Thanks
I
for
hope you had
having
a
me,
good
Kevin.
time.
I did. I
think
was
this was-
excited about this.
was this the first time you ever been on podcast?
Yes. And
So-
it's funny because someone had just told me, she said, you need to go get on somebody's podcast. And I kid you not, that next week is when I met you. And
Yeah.
you said, do you want to be on my podcast? I was like, yes, let's do it.
So this is Nathanlyn Fisher with EXP.
Yeah.
If you are a first-time home buyer or a home buyer in general, that's what she specializes in.
Yes.
Doesn't mean she can't help you with selling your house, leasing a house, or investing in real estate, but she specializes in first-time home buyers.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm actually going to put out a video of today targeting the people who want to buy but are not ready to buy. Okay, and in that quick little video, I'm just saying, hey, let's sit, let's meet, let's talk, and let's get you on a plan. Like let's lay out a roadmap to get you to home ownership. And in the meantime, I can put you in a great lease that you're going to be happy and comfortable in until you own your own home.
There you go.
Yeah.
Phone number one more time.
713-870-6882.
Nathanlyn Fisher, guys, EXP. Give her a call.
Yes, Nathanlyn Joyce Realty Group. Thank you for having me, Kevin.
There you go. So this has been episode 120 of Kevin's Corner, real estate from a marketing perspective. Again, thank you to Jennifer Smidas, Mike Snyder, Caitlin Cornick, Devin Van Wynn, Gracie Lagos, and Melissa Caruso, and everybody that I work with. You want to be on the podcast and you operate in Fort Bend County area, 832-654-0527. Until next week, guys, you have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Do some good real estate. And like I always tell you, if you're a real estate agent and you need title services and you're not using Spirit Title, she will find you. Let me know who you are, and I will call you.
Yes.
You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.